وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. يروي الإمام أبو داود والإمام البخاري واللفظ أبي داود عن أبي هريرة رضي الله تعالى عنه وارضاه قال. Today's hadith is of course regarding Ramadan, and it's not very easy to, after listening to an hour and a half of talking about Ramadan and different aspects, and before that there's Sheikh Adnan also, Jazakallah khair, explained all the different jurisprudence, schools of thought regarding Ramadan. It's not really easy to sit and find something that wasn't talked about. But nevertheless, I thought about it, and I wanted to give something that's condensed and straight to the point. And if someone would go home with one take-home message, this would be it. The Prophet ﷺ, this hadith, he almost, and this is my humble opinion, he almost summarizes the wisdom of Ramadan. He gives it to you in one phrase. So if you're confused about everything, just take this home with you. So the Prophet ﷺ says, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من لم يدع قول الزور والعمل به والجهل فليس لله حاجة أن يدع طعامه وشرابه. So the Prophet ﷺ is saying that whoever doesn't really leave and avoid قول الزور, saying false things and acting upon it. Here he's talking about personality. He's talking about internal things, not talking about external things. That if you understand if you don't observe your internal habits, all the diseases of the heart that we all have, starting from the speaker, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He doesn't need you to leave your food and drink for a whole month. Now, please don't understand that, okay, if you can't do that, just don't fast. No, still fast. But the idea here that the Prophet ﷺ is trying to tell you that the idea is not for you to lose weight or gain weight, this is not a physical thing. It's more of a spiritual thing. It's more of you proving to yourself that I am going to stay away from things that are permissible, food and drink and relations. You do this every day. There's no problem with that outside of Siyam. But during Siyam, no. I'm going to take control of this nafs, this ego, this nafs, this person inside of you that tells you, the voice that tells you always to do things. I'm taking control. I'm taking control of this. And not only I'm going to not do things that are not permissible, even some of the permissible things I'll stay away from. And this will allow me, give me some time to focus on the inside, on the diseases of the heart that we all have. We all have. Don't fool yourself. If you think you don't, then you have two problems. That you have them and you don't think you have them. You have two issues. We all do. This is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us. Look at the word insan in the Quran. It's always, most of the time, negative. It's never positive. There's always the description that comes with it is always something, either we're hasty or greedy or we're stingy. It's always like that. We're created like that, so we can fight our inside, our internal, our nafs, greed, and envy, and these things that are inside of us. So this little headache that you have and this mild hunger that you have during the day, let this allow you this to be a reminder of what Ramadan is about. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't care if you gain weight or lose weight at the end of Ramadan. That's not the point of it. He doesn't care how much you eat after that. It has nothing to do with it. Of course, it helps if you eat less. But during that, what you feel, this little, it's a mindset. This is a constant reminder that I am going through this month of personal development. I'm going to create the best of myself. We always see people. You can't talk to them when they're fasting. They're just not approachable. You cannot talk to them. They're angry all the time. They don't really understand. You see that. They don't really understand that Ramadan is all about the inside. It's all about improving yourself. It's a station. It's a recharge station during the year. That's why we have it every year. Because we pick up habits in 11 months, and now is the time to cleanse, to clean all that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't really need you to stay away. What does it hurt or benefit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala if you don't eat? Who cares about that? But this is what you need to do is for us. Because when you have that, some people do, you know, they wear a band to remind them of something, or they put their watch on different wrists, or whatever it is. It's a reminder. That hunger that you have, that little headache that you have, you all know it. If you fasted, you know it, right? That's your bracelet, your reminder that I'm fasting, I'm in a different mindset. And then in the month, it's enough for you to pick up that habit and move on. And scholars say that alamat al-qabul is that you continue, that the sign of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has accepted your siyam is that you continue with those good habits going forward. But if the minute you're done with Ramadan and you go back to the same habits, same thing, nothing changed. You see people go to Hajj and come back, do Ramadan, come back, same person, no change. There's a problem there. You haven't understood really. So let's I give this advice to myself, of course, but to everyone else, especially my younger brothers, look inside, behave the best, adopt the good habits, the empathy, the kindness, the generosity, the service, the helping people. Adopt these habits because this is the time that you do this is the time for them. And then moving forward, it'll become second nature for you. I hope this was of benefit. يروي الإمام أبو داود والبخاري كلهم في صحيحه بسند صحيح عن أبي هريرة رضي الله تعالى عنه وأرضاه قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من لم يدع قول الزور والعمل به والجهل فليس لله حاجة في أن يدع طعامه وشرابه. صدق رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. سبحانك